All right, well, maybe you're like me and you couldn't find the correct part numbers for your AAZ turbo diesel. This might help you. I found a whole bunch of wrong stuff. I got sent out wrong parts. So if you take, I have to make this video long enough, unfortunately, otherwise you'll search for it, you'll never find it because YouTube's just that way. So unfortunately, it has to be a little longer than it needs to be. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this AAZ timing belt. Maybe you've watched the other videos. One of the things I'll tell you real quick is make sure when you rotate it to tighten it, it should go upward. What I'm doing is, instead of using the special tool that I don't have, I can't find mine. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'm just going to grab the outside of this with a with a pair of channel locks. So yeah, use that, tighten it up with that, that'll work. But the part numbers, if you were looking for part numbers, here's the correct ones for mine. They have apparently two different styles of pulley. Okay, they have one that has the hook and they don't interchange, just so you know. They have one that has a little hook on it that hooks onto the thing, but it has a different stud size than this one. If you look, this one's a 10mm stud. So if you take yours off, the belt width is like 25mm. Okay, and I looked on a few different websites. I got one that was a little narrow, little tiny belt for like a 1600, old 1600, not even a diesel. So there's all kinds of screwed up part numbers out there, guys. So anyway, the 25mm wide has a 10mm stud on it, and it looks like this. Okay, it doesn't have any little hooks on it or any weird stuff. It's just a basic pulley. These are very cheap compared to the others. These are like, I'm gonna say $15 to $20 or at the most. Okay, versus the other ones with the little hook on it are like $50 to $60. And who knows what they will be by the time you look at this video with inflation. So here's the part number for this one. Is SKT 41080 is what that is. If you can't read it, I can't read it. And it's supposed to be made in Germany, but it looks like it's not, is it? Who cares? SKP. Probably just fine. The quality looked alright to me. Continental belt. CT. Made in Romania. Engineered in Germany. CT 867 Continental. You really need a Continental belt because belt stretch is part of the timing. So as you tighten this up to the correct tightness, this pulley moves a little bit. So that will affect your timing slightly, but you know, really doesn't matter that much, probably not. But anyway, make sure everything's centered on the pulleys really nice before you tighten the cam. I just do a thumb screw tight, and when I tighten up this, I'll make sure everything's centered really nicely on the pulleys, all of them down here, so that when you rotate it over the two turns after you're all done, that everything's correct. So if you can't find the part numbers, that's the only ones I could find is this. And yeah, the Chinese or whatever, but honestly, it'll be fine for me. It's probably going to last just as long as anything else. So anyway, SKP 41080, only one I could find in America. They probably have it in Germany on their books, but not in America. So this is German engine, 1.9 AAZ, early 94. I didn't know what year it was because I bought the engine, and this is not obviously the right vehicle for it. If you're in that position, you're trying to find parts. 94 Passat is what this one matched up to the numbers on, and 94 Passat German only. And the only thing I could find, finally I found those part numbers you're looking at there. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.